Folks, I have been muted the whole time. I forgot I muted because I was in the middle of a conversation. No wonder I couldn't hear myself on the stream. It is what it is. We move on with our life. It's going to be Virus. Setting this one up here. That's on me for hitting my cough button and just holding it there. No wonder I couldn't hear myself. Going back into game 2 now, we got to see a fantastic setup from the beautiful folks of VirZipMar, and now they're 2 goals up once again. VirZipMar have been playing very impressively well. I love that cross-court carry from Virus at the end of game 1 just to get the lead. Plus the bump on Oscar as well. You know Oscar is a bit more worried about that type of threat. Virus comes up, counters Oscar for the touch, but it's going to be risky putting that ball back. No one's there to help out, though. Zippy, smart rotation, was in the right place, right time, and a great recovery to get that ball away. 90 seconds gone by, and now Risky off the left post. Ruggy's going to fire again, though. Pulls out that defense. You have to think Risky was able to fire for that first shot, but just wanted to keep it away from Martian, just based on the angle. I didn't even see Risky completely frozen on that left post. I once again want to apologize for muting my mic for those technical issues, but we are back in it, folks, as it's now down to a 1-goal game. Martian sends his ball out to the wing, wants to keep it down in the corner. Ruggy's going to control. Zippy's in the way, about to counter. Low 50 from Ruggy, now needs to play for another 50 against Virus. Zippy quick on the cut. Rotation based on momentum, not on efficiency. And I respect that. That's how actually one of my teammates on another org I play with does so. As Martian, again, quick cuts, countering and taking out Team EVO Cougars. And the unfortunate thing here is they just need to find space to clear that ball out. However, they just keep getting cut down. The recovery time of VirZipMar is so different compared to the previous series we saw beforehand, where they were up against KCG Crash. But this being a team that is respectively the number 5 and number 6 seed, it's understandable as Virus once again able to show a bit more prowess here. And folks in the chat, correct me if I am wrong, but I do believe by taking this series in a 3-0, VirZipMar will find themselves with a chance to make playoffs if Sea Dogs end up getting taken out 0-3. And they're up against a top contending team too, so it could very well happen. Bar down from General Zippy. What a drive-by opportunity. Martian with the hard bang out of the corner. Zippy with the quick reaction time was ready for that ball and just came around the corner swinging. Beautiful touch in order to get that ball up. Now within threat, at least somewhat of a Brazil. Between Martian with the demo on Risky. High angle touch from Virus. Not going to get past that crossbar though. Instead, Zippy once again keeps that momentum forward. The quick cuts on the side of VirZipMar have been so helpful for them, have allowed them so many opportunities to take their place here and just continue that momentum in their favor. Keeping that in mind, though, it's so important for them to be able to break away by getting to their space, trying to get that ball out of the way. Right now they're doing a good job adding pressure. However, that double commit's going to cut their momentum down because Ruggy doesn't have a lot of boost. Oscar, though, has the angle. You know what? I'm going to eat my words right now because Oscar and Ruggy found this chance off the double commit. Risky found that corner pass, and what court vision from the whole team in order to set each other up. Beautiful play here. It is going to be Martian getting countered here as Zippy forces that ball down to the side. 3-goal difference in 3. It's not a great place to be, but it looks like we have an opportunity here. Just under 80 seconds to go. And Ruggy is going to keep everyone in the fight. Oscar was very quiet in game 1. And now it's starting to make their presence known. Finding goals, finding assists, finding shots. Beautiful play overall. It's going to be General Zippy trying to find a back forward pass to Martian. Martian outplays Risky. It's not risky enough as Ruggy's going to pick this one up. Oscar tries to get up in the air. Zippy, controlled touch, sends it down to ground. With 60 seconds to go, 2-goal difference. That is enough time to mount a comeback, find a tie here. Love to see an opportunity as Risky puts that ball just off the corner, puts that ball back into the, back off the right post, back into the corner. Won't find an opening. Oscar gives up the ball. Challenge from Zippy. Zippy low 50, ball upfield. No one's able to pick it up. No boost on the side of EVO Cougars. They are starved at the moment. Now Ruggy and Oscar full boost. Risky's not gonna be able to get this one. Oscar pick up the ball, bumped away. Virus will miss out. Risky goes in for the counter touch. 18 seconds left to go. If I am EVO Cougars, I need to score right now. General Zippy sends the ball off and away. Finding a moment here. It's gonna be Risky trying to put it all on the line. 3 seconds left to go. Looks like game 2 is going to go in favor of VirZipMar once again. Now looking to find a beautiful 3-0 sweep. Ruggy is going to step out on this one. You did not see it last time. It was, in fact, Oscar who stepped away earlier, trying to find their moment here. Kraken Seas are currently playing up against Krusty's Feet minions who could very well 3-0 them. That gives VirZipMar an opportunity here if they 3-0 next. This, however, is going to be a very difficult position for them to be in, as I am once again going to Forbidden Temple and looking at a 3-0 sweep. Let's talk about what VirZipMar has been doing so differently compared to the previous matchup. It's bread and butter. What it really is just they feel more confident. They've been getting more shots on net. They've found their space. They're putting more pressure. Their cuts and rotations, their recovery time has been so impressive and effective against EVO Cougars, who are just getting surrounded and suffocated by that pressure. EVO Cougars, on the other hand, they've started finding that momentum. They're looking for more passing plays. They're looking at each other for more opportunities, and that's what they need. That's how they can find their moment in order to take the possession here. VirZipMar is looking for a 3-0 sweep to put themselves in control. In the meantime, though, EVO Cougars looking for their first win, and I think if they take the first goal, ooh, just off the wing. If they take the first goal, that could be signs that they will take this game. Virus, though, not allowing that to happen, is going to keep this ball under control. Just some quick aerial recoveries in order to get that ball within threat. Trying to counter touch Oscar. It's going to be a pinch over to Ruggy. Ruggy has an open net opportunity. Zippy was getting ready for a double commit here. Realized the issue, tried to cut back, but by then the damage is done. Look at this positioning. Martian goes up. Zippy, no boost, goes up to challenge. Just out of the wrong place. Ruggy wants to get this game under control. Oscar won't be able to get the kickoff in their favor. Zippy finds a body instead of a ball. It's going to be Oscar taking flight. Low 50. It's still in front of the net. Zippy able to get that one away. It's going to be Risky taking it out. It's going to be Zippy. Oh, field to Virus. Won't be able to break through here. Match point for VirZipMar. Ball towards the net. Martian hits it off the crossbar, but Ruggy will just wait and stuff it back in. Ruggy and Oscar have really shown up for each other now with matching Phoenix. You know, that's kind of cute. I'm not going to lie. I find it cute, at least. EVO Cougars now in possession of the lead. Going to pick up a third goal off the kickoff now. Ruggy with a sniper shot somehow. And just counter hits off the kickoff. Zippy is just a little bit too slow for that reception. And now with a minute gone by, we see a 3-0 lead. 4-0 lead now. Jesus. For EVO Cougars. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I do find a little bit of joy in this, because win-loss records and games also count. Not just series win, but win-loss record. I think EVO Cougars, once they realize they lost 2 games in a row, I don't think they have a chance to make it into playoffs. However, they do have a chance to ruin it for VirZipMar. Or it might be the opposite. Maybe VirZipMar are relaxing now, as EVO Cougars do not have a chance. Take the series as Risky's going to get involved now. Playmaker to Oscar on the corner play. Just sends it off high. Ruggy wanted to pick up another goal here, but instead it goes out to Risky. Beautiful play. We're barely 90 seconds in. We have scored more goals. We're on track to score more goals than both the last 2 games right now. And all of them, and like, we're already well past EVO Cougars' highest scoring game so far in this series. Quick cut from Risky. Oh, can't adjust fast enough though. Risky forced to put in the corner. No boost either. It's just going to low play it. Sends it over. Oscar could have left that for Ruggy, but Ruggy just didn't jump for it, anticipating Oscar's challenge here. Virus on target, going into the corner. No, outside left post. Gonna send that ball off to the right side. Zippy takes advantage of the smoke screen. That's gonna be the first goal in over 2 minutes for VirZipMar. VirZipMar finally picking up a goal. Hey, no, there's 2.5 minutes left. A bit more than that on the clock. You can't pick up 4 goals that quickly. This could have just been a scoring run for EVO Cougars, and now they're out of energy. Not really cheetahs, and you know, Cougars are patient hunters. These ones might have just decided out of frustration and desperation just to put everything in the first 2 minutes. Ball in the center. It's going to be Risky upfield. Ruggy, no boost. Going to try and pick up that corner. It's going to be Risky off the high backboard. Virus gets knocked out, but it's not going to be enough for Oscar to find a goal here. It's going to be Martian picking up. Tries to set a pass over to Virus, but it's going to be Zippy in the background. Ball down. It's going to be Oscar firing, but Virus will come out on top. Will not allow the vaccine to go through. The vaccine, in fact, made the team a little bit sick in that moment. Just some light coughs as Ruggy's going to try and find a center for his team. Out position, though. Oscar was rotating back. Risky was on the ball side. Ball towards center. Ruggy flips it away. 100 seconds left to go. Oscar looking for their first. Won't be able to break through that defense. VirZipMar need this win. However, it looks like Oscar's not going to allow them to do so. Oscar, beautiful goal here. Waits patiently, sees that opening. Martian is so used to EVO Cougars putting that ball up high. He goes up to challenge and realizes his mistake just a bit too late. Now, 80 seconds left to go. Risky gets taken out by Zippy. Need to call that general insurance now. See if we can get some information as that ball heads upfield. 70 seconds left. One away from a Brazil as well. EVO Cougars looking for it. If not for the dream, then at least for the meme. Oscar. Back pass to Ruggy. Ruggy gets countered by Martian. That ball's towards the net. Risky has to deny. Will they be able to find the Brazil? Will they be able to make their memes be dreams? for their dream be a meme. Ball towards the net. Oscar needs to go up. It's going to be an own goal. Virus clears that ball from one side to the other. Oscar, awkward position, aces it down, but cannot get under it enough. Ball goes in. The meme is dead for the moment. But we could get Barcelona here if EVO Cougars decide to pick up 2 goals fairly quickly. 38 seconds left, though, and I don't think Martian's going to allow that to happen. Wants to pick up a third, won't find it here. Virus towards center, it's over towards Zippy. Fake from Martian. That's going to be a beautiful setup, but Zippy's off target. Martian puts it right back across the net. Zippy and Martian playing wall ball. If you know what wall ball is, you were probably a 2000, like a 90s baby like I was, because that was an incredible game. Zippy drops that ball down. Risky will take advantage. 2-7. The meme is back. The dream is alive. Let's see if we can get a Barcelona here with 10 seconds left on the clock. Risky sees the mishap from Zippy. Takes advantage. 10 seconds left. Game 3 will solidly go to EVO Cougars. Oh, Oscar wants to get there. Zippy drops it down center. Oh, the ball hits the ground. We're in game 3, 2-7 in favor of EVO Cougars. Won't be going to a 4th map, as we have Risky now stepping out. Harsh aggression on the first moments here for EVO Cougars. Ruggy especially being that standout player who allowed his team to break that ice, that glass ceiling that was preventing them from finding their momentum here. And with that in mind, now we have another moment to see these players play. But I do think, just off what I can tell from the standings at the moment, you can actually look at them in the Rocket League Splash Series Discord, but Team EVO Cougars, if they will be knocked out, VirZipMar losing one here will be detrimental to their win-loss record as well. They need Kraken Seas to crash and burn, so it's going to be a tight matchup overall. However, we've still got plenty of Rocket League left, and this is more of what I wanted to see from 2 teams facing off against each other, as I have a cat next to me. This is one of the girls coming over here. Cat trying to get into my box at the moment as we get ready for the matchup here. Aerith, I know that's you. You're so silly, girl. As we start off game 4 on Utopia Coliseum. It's going to be first demo from Oscar and the first doink from Risky. Could be evenly split. All that gas that EVO Cougars had could be spent at this point in time, or they could be looking for a reverse sweep, which would be equally funny. One moment, please. Less than a minute gone by. We don't see the first responses of a goal from either team right now. As soon as I say that, Risky picking up a quick goal here off the challenge. And it's wild because like Ruggy and Risky are both double commanded. There's low boot. In fact, you can see it in the barrel overlay. 0 across the board for EVO Cougars. They have no boost. They have nothing in the tank. They shouldn't be out here. They don't even have gas in it. And yet they make it work. Just enough to go supersonic, just enough to break away, and just enough to pick up that first goal. EVO Cougars are happy with themselves. Might be looking for that reverse sweep. Might be looking for some more momentum. Oscar trying to play the low 50 game. Gets that ball in front of the net. Virus will be inoculated against Oscar. Oscar has learned from game 1. But Martian still continued to teach in that moment. Nice demo from Risky. Provides an opening here. Ball towards the net. Virus comes back from the grave. Ball's towards the half-court line. Another shot fired. Ruggy off the ceiling. Wants to go for a doozy. Won't find a chance. Ball broken away. Risky overindulging and stressed out. Trying to break through here, but will not be fast and furious enough. Ruggy sets that ball up towards the ceiling, and it's risky with the smart timing here, able to challenge, able to break that ball down as Oscar gets a demo on Martian. Ball across the backboard. Won't break through here. A lot of pressure coming on the side of EVO Cougars. While we've gotten some good looks from VirZipMar, they haven't been able to break past that defense. These low 50s have been working out in the favor of EVO Cougars at the moment, as that ball gets tossed towards the backboard, put right back by Virus. Doesn't really find a chance. I was looking at this positional aspect too. Both teams are guilty of this right now. They're so focused on trying to have that alacrity, trying to have so much momentum. They're getting dusted because of it. Risky, fantastic read off the side of the wall here. Oscar taking that boost from Virus doesn't do much, but Virus tries to put that ball upfield instead, pinches it against the side, sends it off and away, and now it's a 2-goal lead for EVO Cougars. Have a new caster coming in to join me here. Aerith, what are your thoughts? As that ball goes towards the orange side of the net, it's going to be EVO Cougars not able to break through. Or, I apologize, it's not going to be VirZipMar able to break through on that run. Instead, that ball's towards the net. Oscar looking for a doozy of his own, gets countered by General Zippy. Marshall with the demo on Risky. Risky had to risk it for the biscuit. Ball towards the net. Risky up high. Bit too high, though. Nice flick from Virus. Marshall's trying to take out Oscar, provide that opening, but it's not going to be enough. 50 off the side of the wall. Ball dropped down. Oscar picks it up once again. Low on boost. It's Martian's pickup into the corner. Off the ceiling. Risky sets it center. Ruggy's out of position. Ball towards the top shelf. But that price is going to be a bit too high and a bit too expensive. And honestly, it's just all vodka up there. It's just pure water. And sadly, that shot will not be wet enough to go in. Off the left post, Martian with the air ball. Risky with the crossbar. Rattle off the woodwork. It's going to be Virus with the challenge here. Lower scoring game right now. Just 2 goals. Maybe looking to be 3 with Oscar having that open net. You know, I commented VirZipMar in Game 1, Game 2. You didn't hear the Game 1 commentary. You heard half the Game 2 commentary. VirZipMar were doing so well with their counterplays, with how quick they were cutting in to keep that momentum going forward, to continue this challenge and try to take all this space away from EVO Cougars. EVO learned very quickly how fast they need to play in order to take advantage of those quick cuts to take that space back. Now I imagine we're going to try and see VirZipMar slow it down a bit and try to play a little bit more defensively minded. That's a first goal for them. And this Game 4, Virus, being the reason they are staying alive in this fight, picks up the first goal. 29 seconds left, possible to pick up 2 more. Quick reaction time, but I didn't like that positioning under you, Virus. The Martian and Zippy were both playing under you, and they were just in that same third of the pitch and on the same side of the field, ball side right underneath you. That could have been so risky if you got countered. However, you're goated and you're built different, therefore you scored. Ball off the backboard. Virus redirects upfield to the side. Just looking to kill time right now. Risky wants one more. It's going to go towards the net. Ruggy hits the ground. EVO Cougars give us a Game 5. Can they get the reverse sweep? VirZipMar, just a very impressive first 2 games, but now kind of out of gas. They run this matchup so well. They basically had such great attacking power. They were so focused on being able to break away the game by putting pressure on their opposition, keeping it in their face, trying to break them down before they could take any chances to find an opening to score. Now all their momentum's been cut out from under them because EVO Cougars looked at that playbook and said, let's run it. And that's exactly what happened here. Risky and Oscar especially both picking up goals in this game for Oscar stepping up big time, in my opinion, but Risky especially finding some beautiful goals in order to take charge here. VirZipMar looking for a series win at the end of the night, but I think no matter what, neither of these teams are going to be able to make playoffs at the moment, and that's going to be heartbreaking for me. And I do kind of blame EVO Cougars because they lost those first two and then are looking to win this one. Actually, wait, EVO Cougars are 11-11. Well, at this point in time, they are now 13-13. They take this, will be 14-13. There could be an opportunity here if they take, because they're also on their week 7 match currently, and they have one more match to play, I believe. They do have to play against GHE Carbon, so they could still very well be in this fight. As Kraken Seeds also need to break away too. So you know every team in this 4 and 5 and 6 spot are watching each other like hawks. They really want to showcase why they belong in playoffs for Rocket League Splash Series, sponsored by Crack Gaming. The difficulty I'm seeing right now, though, is, I don't know, I feel like I just haven't seen the best from both teams. I've seen pretty good stuff. Game 1, Game 2 for VirZipMar has been very impressive. And then Game 3 and Game 4 for EVO Cougars has been very strong as well, because they've been able to adapt so well. Zippy's going to pick up the first goal. As I'm complimenting the Cougars, Zippy has decided I should talk a bit more about VirZipMar. Nice ground to air dribble, gets over one, flicks it past the last. And that momentum shift, this is the first time too in over 10 minutes VirZipMar has gotten the first goal. And typically in Game 1 and Game 2, they have taken, if they take the first goal, they will win in the end. I think neither of these teams are comfortable fighting from below. And in threes especially, it's extremely detrimental to lose that first rally and drop that goal. However, it could very well be similar to Game 1 where you see some back and forth as Zippy pops this ball, tries to go coast to coast. Instead, his flight will be redirected. Ball pinched all the way out by Oscar after the demo from on Virus. Oscar's going to let that one go. Kind of like that call, though. Recognizes that Ruggy did have a better position, but they could also cover the pitch a bit better if Oscar just stepped back. Ground pinch for Oscar. Doesn't go through. It's risky. Drop the ball center. Can Ruggy get there? Ruggy on the backboard. No one's there to help out. They're going to give up on this drive just to grab some more boost. Deep rotation from Oscar on that rally. Pass towards Risky. Risky, no on the boost. A little bit low. Tries to drop it down low. Won't break past Virus. It's going to be Martian take this one off and away. No, Zippy's behind him. Risky tries to get that demo on Zippy, but Zippy won't die. Ball towards the net. Oscar off that left post. Beautiful save. Pop up over to Martian. Martian goes to counter the air dribble. Risky bumps out Martian at least. That's going to go a bit far for Zippy to find a connection with Virus, but still all that pressure is on their side right now. The looks have gotten better for both teams. They've been trying to find better angles to challenge from. I feel like if there's going to be another goal here, it's going to come from VirZipMar, because I think the rotations from EVO Cougars just don't feel as confident. It feels like they are trying to take advantage of every single shot, but they're also forgetting every opening. And I will eat my words right now as Risky is able to find that setup from Ruggy. Ruggy able to take advantage of, you know what I called out EVO Cougars for? VirZipMar just did. Their rotations weren't that clean. They left Martian alone. They were already too upfield, looking for an upfield pass, and just a bit too slow to get back, and lo and behold, Ruggy and Risky able to find a passing connection because Martian could not win in a 2v1. And honest to God, I don't care what rank you are. That's a difficult position to be in. We could be looking at an OT, Crimson. Last time we were in a tie game, though, Virus had an incredible play that ended with a mid-air bump on Oscar to allow the ball to go through. With 62 seconds left to go, could be anyone's game. Right now, the script is typically who scores first wins first, but now with both teams tied, it could very well be anyone's game. Ruggy, beautiful save, pinches it off the backboard, gets it out to the side, and now Zippy won't be able to get past one. Ball across the net. They're just going to try and let this ball drop down. Risky plays last minute to get that save. Ascend Tournament Series, Sporty FC's very own tournament. Welcome on in. We are here with the Rocket League Splash Series. We're in a final game of a best of 5 to see if either of these teams have a chance to make it to playoffs. It is VirZipMar versus EVO Cougars. EVO Cougars playing one of their 2 series they have to finish this weekend, and they need to win this series. If they win this series, they come out 14-13, and they might have a chance to take out the folks over at Kraken Seas GG. This is going to be the very first OT of the series. Last time it was tied, VirZipMar was able to get an impressive mid-air bump. Double kickoff here doesn't really fall through for EVO Cougars. EVO Cougars are currently on a 2-game win streak at the moment, but they did not take the first goal here. It could very well be VirZipMar as Zippy puts that ball down. Ruggy's going to pick up the boost, fires towards the right wing, tries to get it out of reach of Virus, but Virus with the save sends it down. Martian under control, Virus going to counter. Ruggy able to get the read, sends it upfield. A little bit awkward on the landing and recovery, but you know what? We'll take it as long as you get that ball going forward. Risky, stepping back, is going to counter. Double commit. Oscar, a bit too antsy, sets up for the challenge. A miscommunication on that play, in my opinion. Ball dropped down. Ruggy fires towards the side. Just wants to keep that space. It's just Martian and Zippy in the background, but Virus is ready for it. Ooh, misread on the play. Maybe going for a fake. Maybe just trying to throw off the defense of the Cougars. However, the Cougars are home in packs. I believe they roam in packs. I am not a biologist. Risky drops that ball towards center. Oscar with a chance. Gets denied by Martian, who's driving backwards and looking in the rearview mirror, is still able to find redemption for his team. True justice here would be one of the EVO Cougars player picking up a goal off of an air dribble bump. As Oscar looks to bring that ball center, goes for the double tap and will drop it in. And that's going to be game 5 set and match for EVO Cougars. What a beautiful play from Oscar. He was quiet in game 1, quiet in game 2. Stepped up huge from game 3 onward and has been the pinnacle of what they needed, the absolute best ingredient for this team. What a play from Oscar. Folks, I'm telling you what, if Tommy Buckets, he loves seeing those clips. He loves seeing those clips. If you saw that moment from Oscar, make sure to clip that and send that into Rocket League Splash Series Discord or their Title Talk podcast, because that was a beautiful shot from Oscar. But folks, with that in mind, thank you all so much. GG's to both teams. VirZipMar, I think their journey ends today, while EVO Cougars, they have one more series left to go. All they need to do is take on their matchup up against GHE Carbon, who are currently the number 3 seed at 12-11. EVO Cougars are 14-13 at the moment. They technically take the number 3 seed at this point in time. By being 3-3, they have a better win-loss record in games. They could very well be the difference maker, and that goal differential also boosts them up so high. But it's going to be a difficult decision because I believe Kraken Seeds has to face Krusty's Feet Minions as well. And Krusty's Feet Minions could find their moment here. Overall, though, it's been a fantastic series for the entire Rocket League Splash Series. They are getting ready for their playoffs. They have one more week away. This is the final week of matches, y'all. So with that in mind, thank you so much for joining me on this broadcast. If you are on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. leave a like as well. Tell me if you want me to cover any other matches coming up as well. And folks, I'll probably also be part of that rematch beta because that's coming up soon. So keep an eye on that on twitch.tv/IceColeBrew. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to Christopher Escalante for the beautiful music you're hearing in the background here. You know he's got the vibes. Go check out ChristopherEscalante.com or hit !track if you are in the Twitch. In order to commission Chris for your own music, for your own broadcast of any kind, he is a very talented musician. He can hook you up in anything, in any way, shape, or form. And of course, a shout out to Hilarity Art as well, who has made my emotes and sells her own merchandise at etsy.com/shop/hilarityart. Well, with that, folks, thank you all so much for joining me on this broadcast for Rocket League Splash Series Tsunami Cup, sponsored by Cracked Gaming. Make sure to stay tuned to everything else going on this week, and I will catch you all in the future. Let's see if we can raid out to someone in the meantime. If you're here on Twitch, I will see you all soon.